I'm back! Okay, so, I finished my, hold on. See, you guys know that, like, when you have a camera and you, like, flip it open, it's got the little window screen. Yeah, this one flips over, so I can, like, set up the camera and make sure I'm in the camera shot. The only problem with that is that I'm always checking to make sure I'm in the camera shot, and then I end up, like, looking over there instead of, like, at you guys, and that's, like, really rude, and I hate when I do that, but I can't help it. So I was smart and found this tiny little not tripod, there's an R there. Okay, yay. And like set it up, and it's like really cute, and yay. Okay, well, I just got back from the whole paintball adventure, and I didn't really explain what happened fully, so I'm gonna like sort of like retell it. Yeah, okay, here we go. So first time we played 3 games in 2 hours because there was like a lot of travel and all this hoopla and anyway, so we only got to play 3 games, which sort of sucked, but anyway. So the first game, it was 2 grown guys, her uncle and her first of all, the birthday girl was Chrissy, which I showed to you. Yeah, okay. And so it was her uncle and her stepdad and my brother against all of the girls, and you would think strength in numbers. No, like a third of them chickened out immediately, and it's like, oh my god. Chrissy, the only one who had the balls to like do anything, immediately got shot. So it's like, oh great. And then the other girls were in the other building, and like they were really good, except they didn't have any like strategy, and they got shot like 10 minutes in. So that leaves me all alone, and I know they're flanking me because I know there's some guy over there, but there's a fence in the way, and I don't want to get too close to the visor because then, you know, he'll shoot me. So I have no idea what's going on. I don't know where he is, and I know someone's probably coming in through the back door because, you know, that's what I would do. So I'm like, oh my god, what am I gonna do? And I'm freaking out because I've never played paintball before, and I hear it like really hurts. I'm like, oh my god. Like, my adrenaline was through the roof. I was sweating, I was panicking. I was like, oh my god, I'm gonna die. You know, it's just like, it was so stupid, but that's, yeah. So finally, I'm taking cover against the fence, and someone's shooting at me somewhere, and I don't know where. He is, and all of a sudden I feel pain. It's like, oh crap, I look over, I've been hit. It's like, oh crap, like I'm out. And so then the referee is like, that's game. I come back, and I'm bleeding, and it's the wound that I showed you guys earlier. The one on my arm's like right here. It was kind of scary, but it didn't hurt. It was only just like a sting. Like at first it was like, ow. But it's not that ow you go, ah! It's more of like, what just happened? Ow! And then you sort of look at it and you're like, that's worse than it feels. And then it just sort of stings like a mosquito bite or something. And I'm like, oh, like this is it? I'm okay. I swear my adrenaline just like went down like 10 times. Just like, it was like, da -da -da -da, got hit. Phew. Calm and submissive. Calm and okay, that's a long story. Inside joke. I'm horrible. Anyways, so I went back to the dugout. It's not a dugout, I don't remember what it was, but it's like you couldn't have your gun in there, and it was okay to like take your face mask off and whatever. So I went back there, and we're like, okay, cool, blah, blah, blah. So I was like, we need strategy, okay? Excuse you, we need strategy. And how dare all of you guys abandon me? I was on my own. I was like, ah, and they're like, we're sorry. I'm like, ah. So that happened, and so then we switched sides of the field, which I was pretty happy about because the structure we were in was just horrible. I just hated it so much. So we switched sides of the field, and so we were like in some other weird building thing, and I was like, okay, strategy. We have, how many girls were there? 8. We had 8. I was like, okay, I want 2 top of this building in the windows, snipering and watching the field, so you can yell at us and like see what's going on. You know, my bird's eye, okay? Then I want 2 tac teams. One go that way, the other one goes that way. And they're like, okay, cool. So I was leading my tac team, and then Chrissy, the birthday girl, was leading hers, and then we left the wimps to be upstairs. They didn't have to move, they were just... So that, like, it was okay and everything, and then, but we ended up not splitting. We ended up, both tac teams ended up being in just another building. I was on the ground floor, and then the other 2 went up and were the bird's eye, and they got, I think they got eliminated pretty fast, because I actually, I don't remember them being hit, but we lost, so they must have been hit. Yeah, so I was in the ground level, and it was like, there's this one box here, like one box here, and then there's this tiny little box here. So I was in this part because this had no door, no nothing. It was just like an opening right there, and I was like, okay, we need to guard this, but I know they're coming from that side, and there's a little window, and so I kept by myself, sort of looking through the window, looking through the huge gaping opening, and I came back in case they went sniped on the other building right across from us. And then there was the opening we came through, which had one girl guarding, and then there was another window which we had the other girl guarding. And it was going pretty well until my gun jammed. Like I couldn't shoot because it wasn't, so I only got one shot on this guy that passed through my territory. I had no idea where he was going, where he was, because I couldn't see because I had walls everywhere, right? And turns out he got above, and I thought I was far back enough he wouldn't be able to shoot me, and I wasn't. And hence my second injury, right to, you probably can't see it, but it was like right there on my stomach. Like, and like not stomach, but like places. So anyway, so that was that. And it was the same guy who shot me the first time. Her stepdad, the birthday girl's stepdad. And it was funny because I actually I forgot to tell you, but in the first game, he actually got into the building that all of us were hiding in. We were, you know, all freaking out. And I tried to organize. I was like, you on this window, you on this window, blah, blah, blah. But they got shot really fast. He actually came out and said, surrender, surrender. And I'm like, oh, heck no, I ain't surrendering. What are you talking about? So I'm like this, and I'm trying to shoot at him, but my gun wasn't working. I was like, frack, just act like everything's okay. I was like, no, you surrender, you surrender. And I'm like looking really mean, and he's like, okay, okay, I'm out, and runs off. And so I'm like, did you surrender? And it turns out, I think that was a legit surrender, but he kept playing, and he's the one who shot me. So technically he sort of cheated. But I sort of have to thank him, because without him I wouldn't have gotten over my like anxiety about the whole thing. So yeah. And then I wouldn't have this really awesome battle scar. I'm sort of hoping it'll scar, because that was a cool memory. I'm so weird. Anyway, so those were the first 2 games. The third game, we moved fields, and it was deep woods. Now this one was a good one. I got to pick my team, because I was now, because of my wound and everything, I was the greatest asset. So yay for the greatest asset, yeah. So like we were in a little dugout thing, and she's like, it's like, yeah, you guys left the greatest asset alone, which is what Laurel said, and Laurel's like my best friend right now. Not like really, but I was like, she's awesome, like you're on my team. So Chrissy, we got back to base because we had to drop off her stepdad and her uncle, So we had to redivide the teams because if we just did it boys against girls again, it would have been just Joshua. And so I was like, Chrissy, do you want to pick teams? And she's like, no, actually, why don't you and your brother do it? A sibling rivalry. And I'm like, okay. And so I was like, I want you, and you. And they're like, don't you have to take turns? I'm like, oh, Chrissy, you're on my team. Josh will go. And he's like, I don't care, blah, blah, blah. I'm like, fine, I'll choose my team. Chrissy, Laurel, you, and you. That's my team. So when we got there, we started on a hill. So I thought we had an advantage because we could, like, they would probably be running towards us and we could just shoot them. But we also needed a tag team to go get them. So I was like, okay, you two are scaredy cats and I know you ain't gonna go anywhere, but you think you're gonna get shot. So I want both of you to just stay here. Like, you in this vantage point, you in there, okay? Whatever. And then we had Chrissy, who there was still the hill, and then there was like, this was sort of like still hill-y, and it had like they had little structures that were vantage points. They were like really nice. They were like decks. Yeah, they were like decks, okay? And there was like 3 of them, and so she went hopping from each of those on the side of the field, while me and Laurel went on tag team right straight down the middle. And Chrissy was a huge help until she ran out of ammo, and she was done. So it was just me and Laurel, because now we're far away that the 2 of us can't, the other 2 can't help us. So we, like, as soon as the game starts, we run to the first barrier we saw, and like, running there was so hard. Like, I was slipping on this mud because it was mud, but it wasn't mud. Like, it was like wet clay, sort of. Okay, so you're like, it's like I'm panicking that I'm gonna fall, and so you're like trying to get there fast so no one shoots you, but you're like, I can't get there. So we did that, and so then I was like, okay, I'll cover you. Or no, Laurel said, okay, I'll cover you. You go to that tree in front of us. I'm like, okay, cool. So I went to the tree, and I was like, okay, this tree as cover sucks. I'm going over there. Cover me. So I was like, okay, cool. I ran to the next barrier, and then I was like, okay, Laurel, you come over here, I'll cover you. And we just kept doing it, and I'm pretty sure that's a standard tactic. So we were awesome, man, and we did pretty well. Problem was, we ended up on a barrier that was just like a bunch of tree logs strung together, and there was like holes in between all of them. So it wasn't really that much of a structure. They could have shot us between it, and I believe that's how Laurel got out. She got shot between the whatever. They were in like a log cabin barrier. So and it was really just my brother at first, because he's the only one who like came forward. The ref was like totally on our side, and he's like, dude, you can take them. Joshua's the only one who's coming towards you. And we're like, okay, let's go. So we wanted to get there, but we couldn't get him, and we couldn't really understand why can't we get him, you know. There was 2 of us shooting at one little boy, like, okay, he's not, he's skinny, he's not little. And then Kaylee came, and we're like, oh no, we got 2 of them now. So we're shooting at both of them. Eventually, I got out, and so did Laurel. We get off the field, and we're like doing gun check or whatever, and we realized both of us had run out of ammo. And that's why neither one of them got any paint, because we had run out of ammo. It was tragic. I was like, no, damn it. So really, I could have won that one, guys, but I didn't, and I was like, no. So I was on the losing team all 3 times, and so that was sort of, oh man. But I'm really excited to do it again, okay? Like, I'm not afraid of the pain anymore. Like, yeah. And that's like so weird, because like, I am so afraid of pain, guys. Like, you don't even know. It's like one of my greatest fears. Yeah, I know. I'm pathetic. You don't have to remind me. Yeah. but I'm really excited to do it again. So, yay for me! I felt awesome. Okay, this was a day of triumph, even though I technically lost. Day of triumph. I mean, like, on the third one, I got shot, but I didn't, because it didn't like break and like, you know, paint everywhere, and the rule was if it doesn't splatter, it doesn't matter. And they didn't actually say that, but if it didn't splatter, it didn't matter. And that's pretty fun to say. That wasn't the actual rule, but that was the gist of it. That's what it meant. And I'm just putting it in a much more fun way to say. So, it didn't splatter. So the first time I got hit on the third game, I was okay. So the next time I got hit, I was checking, and in the time that I was checking, I got another hit on my butt. That one sucked. I mean, it wasn't like on my butt because I was like, you know, huddled this way. So it was like on my butt hippish area, you know? And it was like, oh man. But I'm still the greatest asset, so some sort of cool sign so I look awesome. Okay? Yeah. How many minutes has this been running? I like gave you the whole lowdown. Oh my god, like 16 minutes. Okay. I believe I shot like 5 minutes earlier. So this video's done, guys. 20 minutes every day. Whew. So I have to say goodbye. Bye! And I so look forward to paintball in the future. And like, put your own paintball experiences below. Like, your first time. Like, unless it's like really awesome. Because, yeah, I want to know how your first paintball experience went, guys. Tell me in the thingy below. Okay, bye.